Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back to another server admin tutorial. If you're joining us for the first time, feel free to subscribe. I do these every week. Join the friends. We're going to keep doing this. And if you have a suggestion for a plugin, feel free to comment in the gibbles below. I read those, I note those, and add them to the list. I'll give you a shout out if I use that. Suggestion. So the big one this week is Like My Build. Now the author came to me, or actually the manager, and I thought it was a really cool plugin, really neat idea, and you could use it in, your plot worlds. You can use it for doing contests, like just to automatically track stuff, have people vote on people's buildings, and then people will get rewarded if you set it up to be like that, or you can just track likes. And like I said, I think it'd be a great addition to a Plot Me creative world. This is just a really cool plugin, so I really got excited about doing this one, and it's been pretty cool. It works pretty straightforward. There's a few dependencies. The first, obviously, is to use an economy plugin and Vault. It actually will not start unless you have an economy plugin and Vault, so be sure to put those in there. And like any other plugin, you're going to drop that in the plugins folder here. And then I'm running Essentials, Economy, all that. So then once you start your server, it'll come up with this folder. So you're going to go in there, you're going to right click on config, or it actually does per world configurations, which I'll show you how that works here. Alright, so here we are in the config file. The first one that we're going to look at is the global config file. Now you can set, this is the top likes timer, so this is how often it's going to reset or update the top like sign that you put out there. I'll show you how that works later in this. By default, it's every minute, and then it'll show up in the console messages like this. That's how it shows up. What else do we got here? So you can also disable what worlds it's going to be on, enable the world it's going to be on. So if you have a Plot Me world or something like that, you're going to want to put that in this options down here. And that's about it. There's some database information. The other one, which if you're in your folder, you notice these two, which created for each world individually. So if you add more worlds, those will get created, and then you have to modify the permission or the configurations for that. So now here's the configurations. Like type, you have two options, normal and blind, which it kind of explains up here actually. Normal means it'll be shown. Blind is it won't be shown. Now your cooldown timer, this is in seconds. This is how often somebody can vote and like a sign. And then this is a plugin name. And then this is, if you set this to true, this will let people or make people only be able to like a sign once. So you can't just spam it, all that stuff. Now if you enable global messages, this group will get a notification every time a sign is created, which is kind of cool. You can change it to player as well, and then change this to the username. And sign control, so you can enable this. This is going to keep players from building signs within 5 blocks of another. So you probably want to extend that out if you want them not to be building so close to each other. You can set this to false if you don't want them to like their own sign. You can have the admins override single likes. And then if you set this to true, they'll be able to take likes. It's actually really easy how they can do that. I'll show you guys that in a bit here. Now here is the rewards you can get for liking signs. So here's a sign owner rewards. Now I kind of pitched it to the author to maybe set up levels so that you can just set up multiple rewards. And this is all the different types of rewards that you can do. And if you set it to false, it's not going to actually give them anything. Let's do this. For the sake of testing later, I will show you guys. Oh man. Oh geez. Yeah, there we go. Trues. So once they get to 10 likes, they'll get this reward list. You can even run a command. Like I would suggest something like say player has gotten 10 likes or something, then that would broadcast it to everybody in the server, which is pretty cool. And then when people like your sign, this is the reward you would get. Now you can disable these rewards very easily here. Globally disable them, not just individually. And then if you're the first to like a sign, this is what you get. Now you probably want to adjust some of these levels. These are just by default and for demonstrations. And we'll show you guys how that looks in a moment. So now you can also set limits to how many times a player can place a sign. Now you can do player or group limits. I'd probably recommend doing group limits and then just change this to be whatever groups you are. So that's it. That's the configuration file in a nutshell. It's pretty sweet, pretty straightforward, self-explanatory. Let's get in. I'm going to show you guys how it works. All right, so now that we got done with the configuration, we can take a look at the permission nodes. The main one that you want to give your users is like.user.star. Now, there's a few underneath that one that is included, and it's pretty much everything you need to be able to place a sign, remove your own sign, and like other people's signs. And then if you want to have some admins, like.admin.star. If you want them just to have the ability to like somebody or a sign, to do the single like override, that's like.admin.single-like.more. And then there's some moderator options in there if you don't want them to have admin. That's like.mod.star, which is like they can place another sign, they can delete other people's signs, they can take likes, they just can't do anything bigger than that. So, and then if you want people to be able to create other people's signs, that permission node is like.admin.create.other sign. So let's hop over. I'm going to actually switch to my view here, and then we'll show you how this works. Okay, so now here we are. This is my sweet dirt house, which everybody starts out with when they first start playing. And what you want to do is you're going to place your sign, put a bracket, like space this, and then your username underneath it. And then bam, there we go. So a couple things that just happened is it says your sign is successfully created, and then because I am in the admin group, it gives me the notification that the sign wasn't created by. So if let's say my backup character here, or well, it's not even my camera guy here, goes like this. Zen Gamer, he made all of this desert here. So now you see that it shows up like that. It says created by Zen Gamer. So now Zen Gamer can then come over here and right click and like my sign. So and actually he got all the rewards for liking it first. But there you go. That's the reward you get for liking a sign. And if you like a sign first, you get more rewards. You are the first to like this sign. And then, yeah, there's a cooldown period that's kicking in there. And so we liked again, So then, a couple things. If you are an admin, you can take away likes by crouching. So see, I'm crouching. And then left clicking. So it's taken a like away. We can take another one away. And let's see what else we got here. Let's create the top likes one here. That's just going to be top likes, nothing else on the sign, and there we go. And that gets updated every minute. So if we right click, that'll update in a moment here. Let's just bump it up to 3. Hopefully that updates by the time we finish this video. So then a couple other options. You can remove a sign if you want to remove a sign. Actually, I'm going to remove, yeah, I'll just remove mine. So you got to look at it, put / like, or no, sorry, remove sign. And now you can break it. So now that's going to, yeah, let's put it back in there like this. See, it's really easy to use, very simple. So now that it updated that top likes because there was no sign there. So anyway, that is that for that. What else do we got here? We got if you're offline and somebody likes your building and it goes over 10 likes or whatever you set it for it, you can do like / collect. That's going to collect your rewards if you're offline when you do that. Okay, so the last bit is to teleport to a like sign. Now, the issue, this is This seems a little buggy at the moment. I'm sure the author will be working on that. But if you do /player likes, and then you should be able to do their username. So you see that in there right there. So it's supposed to give you the sign ID, which it gave it to me once, and now it's not. So you got to do like teleport, and then the sign ID, which is 9, and that's going to teleport me to that sign, which I think then Zen Gamer is going to be 10. Nope. Or no, sorry, 8. Yeah, there we go. Now I don't know why that's showing up. I'm sure the author will get that going. I'll put that in, or I'll annotate that once that gets resolved. But that is what you need to do. You need to find the sign ID, and then you do likes teleport, and then the sign ID. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you found this helpful and enjoyable. It's a really cool plugin, and I hope you guys find a fun use for it. I think you could probably use it for some automated contests and stuff like that. Just turn the rewards off and keep track of the sign likes, or you know, help promote your server and people coming on and liking people's builds. So anyway, this is Kaz from Big Friends. Feel free to leave a comment, like, and subscribe in the gibbles below. That helps me out. And look forward to seeing you guys next week for next week's server tutorial. But in the meantime, enjoy the game. God bless. He's not winning, which is hilarious to me. I don't know. If I jumped into a game with like everybody with 9-second triggers, I would dominate.
How did I know?
Hey, vibe. Let's play patty cake.